What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
Have you talked to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
I don't know what kind of legal trouble Tim and Dee will be in for what they said. They're gonna get hurt from this.
And she like makes it out to be like she's a victim and she's kind of getting screwed by these guys.
You're gonna come up to me with a microphone and ask me something like that? Well, I'm gonna Hawk Tuah and spit on it, you know?
It turns out that 96% of the token supply was controlled by accumulated up towards over $1 million of just fees. Hawk Tuah talking about cryptocurrency? I'm sorry.
She even made a video too, you know that? That's funny. Hey guys, I'm live. Hey man, I'm buying the Hawk Tuah coin. You should really get in on it. Yeah, it's not even Hawk Tuah, it's Hawk Tuah.
You guys are scamming people. Haley's like, why are you here? Why do you care? Like, all right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Limelight, where you have me today with my voice not fully there, but
Yeah, it's got
ready to
screaming
go.
too much of the Canucks game.
Screaming at the Canucks game. And I was giving a Hawk Tuah. Wait, what?
No, weren't you at the Taylor Swift concert?
Today we want to talk about a trending topic, the Hawk Tuah girl. I think we're gonna have a unique perspective because we're really professional at Hawk Tuah actions.
Yeah, I agree.
We're really good at that shit.
Like when
so
it first happened, I saw her form and it kind of wasn't there.
it wasn't there.
It had potential, could have grown,
Yeah.
but under right coaching and everything,
It
you know,
needs coaching.
her scouting profile wasn't that good when I first saw it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think some work could have been done, but now it's not going well. Like she might get sent down to grow a little bit better.
In the farm team.
She doesn't have the right attitude. You know,
No.
it's hard to coach people that don't have the right attitude.
Anyways, Hawk Tuah girl, Haliey Welch. I was always kind of like, what the heck about this girl, to be honest. Because why is it all over my feed? It's like the same thing as the Bobby Altoff girl.
Yeah,
The really good podcast.
Them two, especially.
They're both similar, except as you'll find out, Bobby Altoff hasn't done any like scam coin situation stuff.
Yeah, or
and,
even lie. Like she hasn't lied about it. Actually, who knows?
I think her like there's so much with her, but we're not going to
Yeah.
go into her. But that was weird. But the truth is though, Drake doesn't do many interviews. Drake did that interview. That's how that popped off. Which you're not questioning it like, whoa, how did this happen? Like Drake did an interview with her.
Yeah, that's like us
Out of
starting a
nowhere.
podcast and our first guest is like Nav, and then we go from like Nav to like, oh, we got Elon Musk, and oh, we went from Elon Musk. Oh, guess what? We got Donald Trump now. Like it's like it just went higher and higher. Like her first pod already was like a sick guest, and it just kept going like levels.
Yeah.
It was like such an obvious plan. Like I'll be saying that word a lot in this pod. Industry plants. I swear they both are. Her, Haliey Welch, maybe not so much. I think is a little bit different, but Bobby for sure. But we're not going to talk about her.
You know what? This kind of stuff's been happening for a long time,
Yeah.
actually. And I totally forgot about this. I didn't really watch the videos of this channel, but back in like 2007, did you know that there was an industry plant on YouTube?
Who?
She would sit by her bed, have a webcam. Her first video was this.
Hi guys, so this is my first
It looks familiar to me, but
No, but it's
I don't
funny
know- I
because
don't
she
know the
looks
story,
kind of
but-
like she could totally be, if you put her beside Hawk Tuah girl
No, she looks like her friend.
and Bobby Altoff.
No, she looks like
Like the friend,
Hawk
yeah,
Tuah's
sure, yeah.
friend.
That's funny.
I can't even say her real name.
Yeah, dude,
My brain
yeah.
is fried.
Yeah, no. But you look at this video, she's like, hey guys, I'm so-and-so. I've been like watching YouTube and like I kind of wanted to share my story, and then started like sharing stories this was a minute 35 video. And she ended up with like, this has 7.4 million views now, 18 years later, but she has 183,000 subscribers, which was huge back then. Having like probably 50,000
Yeah,
is
'cause
huge.
not that many people are on
Not
it.
that many users, and like not that many users that were on it and subscribing. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
normal back then to do
Yeah.
that. So she would tell elaborate stories. Oh yeah, she'd have fake characters. This was all scripted. There was a studio behind it. They basically were like, oh, YouTube, why don't we like game the system? And we're gonna have a video, like a YouTube vlog type of thing, and have this girl, like lonely girl, which girls can relate to that maybe don't have boyfriends or whatever and
Yeah.
crushes, and then guys might be like,
So
oh,
she just
she's
gets
lonely.
on and starts gossiping about random stuff.
I want her like her life, right? It was supposed to be like a vlog.
Did they come out what studio did it?
Yeah, I think it all just came out. I think like I see here on my search, it says like Lonely Girl 15, the first YouTuber. and then Fallen Titans is like the thing, like the truth about whatever happened to Lonely Girl, like, you know, the rise and fall of Lonely Girl from innocent vlogger to a cult. Like, there's so many things.
I can guarantee you, probably no one knows about this.
No, dude. A lot of people do.
You know what? Let it down in the comments if you know what this guy's talking about.
Do you know about Lonely Girl 15?
It's crazy.
If you know about Lonely Girl, there's also the YouTubers I used to watch back then. The Wine Cone. The Wine Cone. Search up the Wine Cone. Hotness prevails. And
what were you searching up at this time?
no, this is just what came up.
Lonely Girl, hotness
No,
prevails.
no, look at this.
What's next?
Look at this.
Oh, you can just tell us the old YouTube video. Just the yeah.
Wait,
You
just
tell.
wait for the video.
Don't worry, I haven't sold out yet. This is me half naked because it's extremely hot today. It's also extremely hot because of the
You know what that is, right?
and my lamp to high.
The Wine Cone. If he's a big deal now, it's because he started on YouTube. But anyways,
I
look
know
at the
what
like.
he
He just literally just. It looks like he's just living his
So
life.
he's the
in-
same thing. Like he's known to be like part.
No, he's honest. He's actually a real guy. He's like a real guy. But I'm just saying, like I used to watch. This is what YouTube used to be like back then. Somebody with a camera.
I
and just
know.
talking.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
No one watched it then.
I was watching it.
I remember one YouTube video. This guy was in the zoo, recording himself with the elephant in the back.
That's the first YouTube video ever. Shut up, man.
No,
Okay.
I honestly I can't even remember like the first YouTube video I've watched.
So
Yours is probably the Lonely Girl.
that was my favorite. Yeah. Anyways, YouTube has come a long way, and now today, I think when you talk about industry plant, it's not in the same way. I also think back to Rebecca Black, the song Friday.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking for
Friday.
She's doing
Remember
well
that?
though. She's doing well still.
She's doing well.
She's
whatever.
a DJ.
Yeah, but
She's actually a really good DJ.
okay, I believe you. But
Yeah.
what I'm going to say about her is that song popping up everywhere. Again, even then, and I still will say today, the YouTube algorithm was
I
just
think it was an
doing a test.
experiment.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
an experiment.
Yeah.
No, but I think all of these are a little bit experimental and also tactical, where they're like, okay, elections coming up. Well, what's like something that everybody can connect on?
Friday.
No, I'm not getting about the Hawk
I know.
Tuah, right?
Wait, what do you mean everyone could connect to? How can you connect to Hawk Tuah?
Like in terms of like everybody will laugh at it. It doesn't matter if you're left wing or right wing. It doesn't
I
offend
guess,
anyone.
yeah, but I
I
don't
mean,
know.
technically
I don't think about
conservatives
it that
could-
way. I don't think about it that way.
But I'm just saying that's like, you know, what you can say. Now, who the hell is Hawk Tuah girl? Haliey Welch. I think what's forgotten about is who made this girl famous.
Yeah.
Tim and Dee TV. These guys.
Shout out.
Shout out. We'd love to talk to you if you're ever
Yeah.
going to give us a chance. But
Yeah.
we're smaller YouTubers than you are.
They
But-
actually had a video like talking about like the whole truth and like what kind of happened before, after, like the message exchange and everything. So you can go check that video out if you want to see like more in depth with them and her personally, like all the stuff they have.
Yeah, we'll leave it in the description, but also we're going to go over the stuff that they shared and kind of our thoughts on
Yeah.
it. But where it all started was they were doing street interviews and just like outside bars in Nashville. Two guys that already had millions of views online. When I say millions, probably on TikTok is what they were saying. So they have people that are already watching their videos, and
Yeah, street interviews are popping, man.
yeah,
It's awesome. I mean,
We
one
know.
of ours. One of ours did.
Honestly, man, nobody's talking about right now how like fat asses are just changing the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's having a fat ass nowadays.
yeah. So
Maybe we need to go Nashville. Fuck.
So then these guys do the go around, and basically, yeah, the clip happened. It got posted. It got memed everywhere. It was like it was like people that haven't sent me a reel in like a month or 3 months. That was the reel that they had to send. Everybody went off on that one. And I remember, like, I don't remember sending that one too much because I'm like, it's not that great personally. But everyone's sending it. I'm like, oh, it's so funny. Everyone's seeing it. That's funny, right? I guess also it creates common ground because everyone else saw it. So you have something in common. You're like, oh, you saw it. I saw it. Oh my God, that's so funny, right? And it's to do with sexual stuff, right? So that's our TikTok one too.
Yeah.
Even the Sweet Bobby one, when I was like, oh, she got sexually explicit in, text messages, whatever, that one blew up. It's just like,
The word,
Okay.
just add
It's
that
just-
word in there, and that's
So
all it takes.
so we're gonna keep saying that word now, and then
Yeah.
hopefully that'll increase the algorithm, right? So she gets on this clip, it goes everywhere, and now I saw this. She's been on interviews and other podcasts, and straight up says, like, she was asked by someone,
Yeah.
"Hey, have you thanked them? Like, have you thanked the original, interviewers?"
Have you talked to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Well, see, we reached out to him and I asked him to stop posting those videos, and he never did. He blocked us all and everything. So I'm not telling him thank you for anything.
She's like shocked. She's like acting
Thank
all
them.
shocked.
I'm not thanking them.
She's like, it's like Soldier Boy, where it's like Drake.
Yeah. It's like it's, it's literally just like that. It's ridiculous. Like it's like
It's the same thing.
regardless of sure, you maybe said it and it blew up on their platform, and like maybe that's where your mind state's at. Like, how can you not give any credit to them if they didn't interview you?
You don't have to be so so rude about it.
Yeah,
right?
you don't have to be an
So,
asshole.
so we saw that. That clip is still being like underplayed. It's not really like a lot of people probably watching this haven't seen that clip.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're not searching for her, you're not going to see it. But if you are searching, if you're not, even if it's in your algorithm, that's not a clip that's like.
And she did say
popular.
a lot of things. She's saying like, oh, like they made us kind of like say that stuff. They purposely interviewed drunk people to get that. And it's like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like apparently they came up to them, and that was the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Stuff with them, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't like how they acted towards us.
How long did y'all talk for? How do you have so many videos?
How long would you think that was, Chelsea? Maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't that long at all, but yeah, he made it long.
He made it a lot.
Yeah, he made it a
Yeah.
lot.
And then he messaged her wanting to do more content, and she was like, "Mm-mm, you can
No.
go straight to hell."
Yeah.
We can go straight to hell.
We can go straight to hell.
Yeah, so they're acting like in the
They're
friend,
acting like victims.
the
They're
friend.
acting like victims. Like they
Yeah.
forced them to do this.
No, the friend
so
was
weird.
The friend was like, yeah, I mean, like we got asked, like, what do you do in bed? Like, what are we gonna say? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Okay. Did you say anything that you wish you didn't say?
No, which I wasn't prepared for those kind of questions. So
I
like,
don't think anybody was.
yeah, like I wasn't in the right mind, but I knew what I was saying, you know.
And then also like, yeah, we were caught off guard, and yeah, they're the type of guys that go around and just talk to drunk people for clicks and views.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too. Like that's why we didn't go downtown on like a Friday night.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that we will never do that, but like that's why we didn't do that, because we were like, let's talk to people that like during the day,
Yeah.
where you might get actually something insightful.
Yeah.
Yes, Gangnam Style is still gonna get more views than like something meaningful. That's what Passenger said in one of his songs.
It's the meaning of life, and it's streamed live on YouTube. But the Gangnam Style still get more views.
That's why I use Gangnam Style, because that's so old school. That was another video that popped off like out of the
That's
crazy
a song, man.
song. Still,
It's a banger though.
no,
What?
it's not my style.
No. That's crazy.
I'm not Gangnam Style.
That's crazy. Yeah. Clearly.
Anyways, so let's go over some of the notes here from their video where they go
Well,
over.
why don't you start off with this? Like, how did you see it? You got it sent to you?
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Did you think it was funny?
No, I thought it was fun. I was like, oh wow, okay. I thought it was one of those staged clips almost, right? It looked a little bit too much, right?
No, I knew she was kind of drunk. I was just like in the video, and when I saw it first, I'm like, oh, that's good. And then the whole rest of the day, my whole feed was just this, and it got so annoying. And I'm like, dude, okay. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'm like, this is just annoying at this point. It's not even funny. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, this is just gonna be a thing for like a few days, and it's gonna die off. I really did not expect her to become like like a content creator or anything like that, or get to the level she's at now. But yeah, for me, I was just kind of done with the whole meme and everything, and I'm still at that stage even more now.
It's funny because that's right when we stopped making content, when that
Yeah.
video popped off. We
Yeah.
were that mad. We just took our time off.
We had to.
Yeah.
When we saw that, I was like, all right, maybe it's time to hang it up.
Yeah, we were like, we don't want to be associated with online content creators like this. But that's why we never talked about it. So here's some things, right? So we talked about Tim and Dee TV going out, talking to a bunch of people. Here's what Haliey claims. She says that her comment was made humorously with no expectation of it being widely seen. So she claims that she went and thought that video would never be seen by anyone,
Yeah.
which is a reasonable expectation.
Yeah. Like,
She was-
remember we did an industry interview, remember that?
We what?
Remember we did one for someone?
Oh yeah, we actually were
So
in
I
it.
don't think it'll ever hit the internet, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't
If
think
it ever
the guy
does, it
posted
ever does.
Yeah, they were just going around. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they didn't even hit record. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
So the other thing that she claims is she had no idea how like big their social media presence was. And she was like, oh, I thought it was going to be posted on YouTube because they just said YouTube. And then the guys are like, yo, we have video of her. We gave her our Instagram. She knows we have Instagram. If she goes to our Instagram, she'll see a bunch of street interviews with millions of views.
But it's even common sense. Like nowadays, like people who make content that's not just one spot, it's everywhere. You know, you want to get your content out there. You need trying to get big, right? Like you're not gonna just leave it to just YouTube and being like, oh yeah, that's it. We're just YouTube.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
Like we're everywhere.
So Tim and DeeTV, they posted the video on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Within days, the clip got millions of views and became extremely viral.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay. My favorite part about this, you have to watch the full video for the Hawk Truth to see it. But they're literally, after they filmed it, they knew it was a gold piece. And then he's like, we caught that shit in 4K.
We better post it.
Well,
How did they catch you in 4K? So don't come back trying to tell me, hey, take it down. I'm gonna sue you, this, that, the third.
And the guy that I was talking about,
RDC World.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
RTC? RDC World.
Yeah, so I saw in the video. No, you don't have to watch the whole video.
No, I'm not watching it. I'm not going to it right now.
No, it's in the start. I watched it. I saw it happen. It was funny.
No, it's just like, we caught that shit in 4K. We got that shit in 4K. They're literally like, yo, we caught a banger of a clip.
Yeah.
So they knew it at the time. And they knew that this person had given them consent to post it, right? Anyways, I thought that was funny that they were like celebrating it, right? They posted the clip, went viral, right? And had been reshared by so many accounts on TikTok.
Yeah, everyone did like CapCut
without crediting.
Oh yeah.
It exploded and it like cemented the popularity, right? Haliey reached out to Tim and Dee TV 5 days after the video's release, requesting its removal. She expressed that like she didn't know how many people would see it and like how the footage would be. No sense. She's like, she claimed she wasn't fully aware how the footage would be used.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
It just makes no sense because even at that point, 5 days later, like you already said, it blew up everywhere. Even if they took it down, it's everywhere. Everyone has it. Everyone already saved it. Everyone CapCut it. Everyone posted on like other accounts. It's everywhere on the internet, everywhere. So even if they delete it, what's that gonna do? Nothing. It's gonna do nothing.
It's already out there, but also they knew what they were doing. And here's the other thing: we've done street interviews, like you said. What we didn't realize is how important it is to film before and after the interview. They filmed everything, and these girls were like, "Post it for real! Like, make sure you post it." One of the friend was even like, "Make sure it's a spicy question."
Yeah, like they like asked for a lot of things that happened. They honestly like what they said in the video was Tim and Dee said we were gonna ask you what makes you like a good wife. What would make you a good wife? And then she took it to like a different angle. He thought she's gonna answer like cooking, cleaning, whatever stuff like that. She took it down a different path. So they weren't going in wanting to ask these questions. It just happened that way.
Well, they were asking, I think, questions like that, but still, it wasn't the intention.
They didn't think they would take it this far. They even said that many times in the video. They didn't think it would go that far.
No, not only that, they came up across the street to go and talk to them because they saw the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're walking, you have your camera, maybe you have your light, and people come running towards you. It's like there was no coercion of hey, like
they didn't run up to them with the camera.
They didn't do a bait and switch. Hey, we're gonna talk to you about really important issues. Hey, what would you do in bed? It wasn't like anything like that. And you can see in their video all that stuff, right? Haliey claimed that Tim and Dee TV leaked information about her because her username got whatever.
But that's not on them.
No.
It's internet detectives, bro.
Internet detectives, creepy.
Yeah.
100%. But not only that, on the comments, there were a million comments being like, "What's the app? What's her app?"
And eventually, one person's gonna find
people, and then they just pinned one.
They pinned one that had the most likes, and even if they didn't pin it, it would be at the top regardless.
It's fine.
Yeah, it had the most likes.
So they refuted these claims, saying that their interviews were consensual, and they actually, all participants outside of them often approach them first. And they also tell every person that this is going to go online.
Yeah.
When you say online, it could be billions of views. It could be one view.
Yeah.
It's online.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that it could have one view for 20 years, but then somebody wants to dig up that video view. That video could have gone, like, let's just say she's running for having an important job interview or running for some sort of government official job. One day, who knows? That video then go viral.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. So you can never, like, everything that we're posting right now, we already know it's going to go viral.
It's going
to be viral.
Yeah, it is.
You were going to say something else.
No, it says it's going to stay there forever.
Oh, yeah, it's going to stay there forever.
Yeah.
So Tim and Dee started getting a bunch of DMs saying, "Hey, what's the girl's name? We want to have you and her on, or we want to do a collab. We want to do this. We want to do that."
Like brands and like people reaching out to sponsors or whatever.
If they were greedy people, based on what we know of the situation from their video, they would 100% easily just be like, "Yeah, if you want rights to the video, this much money. If you want to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." They could have sold the merch themselves.
Yeah.
They went straight to her and her friend and said, "Hey, we have an opportunity for you to..."
Yeah. Like, we got approached by these people.
We got approached by big people.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like in on it? Let's do this. Like, this is going to be really, really popular. Good for you and everything.
Yeah.
This friend replied and was like, "Hey, yeah, we'll get back to you. Let me talk. Like, we might be interested, whatever." Unsends that message, but they have a screenshot.
Yeah.
They send another message. "Hey, we don't like how you did us recently, so we don't want to work with you whatsoever moving forward."
Because they probably talked to someone.
Oh, no.
Like that moment,
they had an attorney right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they sent.
The attorney, by the way, whoever this guy is, he has an Instagram account. He has posts from like over the years, but suddenly since July or whenever she blew up, July is when they hired him, or he took on the job pro bono, maybe just because he knew how much money, or not pro bono, as if that's what it's called, but
pro bono is free.
Yeah, pro bono is free, but like so he could make a bunch of money after, because he knew that this is going to be a crazy lawsuit, right? It is becoming one even more so now. He all of a sudden had a bunch of photos with her. He's like, Hawk Tuah, whatever. It's like so cringe. I'm like, you're an attorney, like what are you doing? Be professional. It's just weird, right? Anyways, but I guess how professional can you be if you're becoming the attorney for this girl, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, they hired an attorney, whatever. They didn't want to work with Tim and Dee anymore. And they're like, "Hey, like whatever." There's more to it a little bit. Like, they almost got banned on TikTok. They got like violations.
They got reported and stuff.
So then they were like, "Oh my God, are these girls reporting us? We can't lose our like million viewed channel on TikTok."
And she even messaged their accounts off like her burner account.
Yeah, so
saying like, "Oh yeah, like, hey, can you take it down? Like, I really don't like it." And
it was too late.
No, but in that moment, you see a random account with not even the actual name messaging you saying, "Hey, it's me. Can you take it down?"
Oh yeah,
I'm not believing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? Like, it's ridiculous. If you really want it down, like if you really want to like talk about it, send it off your real account.
No,
right?
but
so it's just ridiculous.
No, but even if you want it down, the thing is, if you're doing a street interview with someone, or you're going on video where you're going to talk and say something potentially that may damage your people's perception of you or whatever down the road, whatever. I don't think that we should be that, like that should be society anyways, when you should be able to speak freely. They let the video get posted, go extremely viral.
And then they fucking did something.
And then they were like, "Actually, can you take it down?" It's too late to take it down. Tim and Dee, how many of you guys watching this right now know that Tim and DeeTV were the ones that actually brought the Hawk Tuah girl into existence? No one. Guess what? They never removed the original video.
Yeah.
Now imagine this. Imagine they removed the original video. You would never know who
and they never talked
posted
about
it.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a break. And they never did talk about it. They actually, for 5 months,
yeah,
they kept quiet. They're like, you know what? It is what it is. They don't want to work with us.
You know, if they wanted to be like, like people who like follow the trend or trying to make a quick buck off it,
They would have released
constantly pump out the same stuff
every day.
constantly. Like, oh, on that topic, I'm gonna keep talking about it. And they didn't do that, man. They're real.
I really respect that too, because
Yeah.
they were like, you know what, water under the bridge.
Yeah, they're
Keep
like,
it going.
dude, they're like, she did make us blow. She blew us up for sure, but she's like, but they already had like
A following.
a following. Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's stupid. I mean, she even said stuff like that, like, oh, like I put them on the map and shit like that.
No,
And
but
it's
then
like,
they're like, if you put us on, we'd be bigger than you. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
true.
that way. They were bigger than her. They put her on, right?
That makes no sense.
But anyways, if the video had been removed, there'd be even less attention given to Tim and Dee and the credit that they deserve. And also, it's already everywhere. So even if they delete it, it does not
It doesn't
solve your
matter.
problem. It's already too late. The internet algorithms have taken over. That thing is being seen by every damn citizen
Yeah.
of the country. It got to the point where every single major person, including Kamala Harris, invited
Yeah.
her to do talks for her. I don't think she did she?
I can't remember, but I know like with her trend, it kind of died off for a long time, and then out of nowhere, like the first news about her was
The coin.
she's starting a podcast.
Oh yeah, with Jake Paul license.
Yeah, and it was like
Which-
Talk Tuah podcast. So first off, she said she didn't like that whole stuff. She didn't want to like make money off it. She wanted it all gone. And you name your podcast channel on the joke that you didn't like that you made. It makes no sense.
Oh yeah, she says that
and then
was
literally in the first podcast, she's
going off
talking
about it.
the whole video, how she got famous. She made her friend do it. She's like, you're not doing it right. This is how you do it. And then it's just weird. She tried like copywriting that term. And then like I think like this one troll, like a TikToker I saw, he went to like a Comic-Con or like some convention center where she was signing stuff for people as if she's a celebrity. But yeah, so people are lined up, which Jesus man, why are you lining up for this
Well,
person?
this
That's
is-
one
this
thing.
is-
But then he went up to her, he's like, oh, can you say it for me? She's like, no, I'm not gonna say it. So she's gatekeeping. It's so weird. I don't know what this.
She doesn't know what
What
she's
she-
doing though.
it's
She's just
so
kind of
weird.
like going with whatever I think her attorney tells her, right?
Yeah, I just think it's so ridiculous. And nowadays you can just get famous off just one word. And now I think she's not gonna last forever because I think now it's getting worse with what she's doing like every day. Like she went from the podcast, and then she even was about to start her own dating site called Pookie, named after her boyfriend, which is outrageous. I don't know if that dating site went anywhere, if it's still up, or I don't know. But after that, she got into this whole coin field.
Myron's on it, I heard. Myron's been using it
Myron loves
because he's
it.
a high value male,
High value meal, yeah.
high value man. So he gets a bunch of.
He just posts it up and lets people come to him, supposed to
Jokes.
try, you know. But yeah, get into the coin.
Before I go into the coin,
Yeah.
because that's the other thing that's happening right now. It's
Yeah.
happening. It's all happening at once. Good timing, I guess, for Tim and Dee. The Tim and Dee thing, they released it like 2 days before the scam coin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's almost like they knew that this was going to go poorly, and they're like, let's just keep our video out now, right?
I think the worst thing is like when I go to the comment sections of all these posts that like post like updates about her or whatnot, everyone's just hating on it. So I don't know how this chick's still getting famous. That's what the whole industry plant thing like really I say that type of stuff because it's like it seems like the general public doesn't really fuck with her or like her shit, but it seems like I don't know, it's just blowing up. Like there was TikTok trends of like, oh, watching the Hawk Tuah podcast, and like there was the whole trends and everything about it, and like
It's
weird. It's weird. It's strange.
money.
The
It's
timing
money.
is strange. Yeah.
It's money, though. I think too much money has gone into investing in
Yeah.
her
I think
at that point.
I think she's invested a lot of money too. She probably has.
I don't know. I
which
think
is
she's-
why that happened.
Yeah,
think.
I mean, maybe. So first of all, the main takeaway from all this that I would want to say is you go on a video camera that's going to be posted online. You have consent. You said that you can post it. They even went out of their way to say, go ahead and post it. There is no, I don't know what kind of legal trouble Tim and Dee will be in for what they said. Sure, there'll be defamation, all this other stuff. They're going to get hurt from this.
Yeah.
Because
which
like
sucks.
I said, it goes back to the whole people don't like her, Hawk Tuah girl. Well, there's money behind it. There's funding, this attorney, whatever. They're going to go after these guys now and say they're lying, whatever, even though it's so
But it's not even
chill.
like that they posted it literally like 5 hours after they did that. They probably posted a day or two after.
Yeah, there's time.
I remember even we filmed a street interview once and we gave the people our socials and whatnot to follow. And they messaged us saying, hey, do you mind like not adding it? We're like, yeah, sure. No.
We hadn't
And-
posted it yet.
And you know, they probably would have done the same thing if she did that within that time frame before posting it. But it's like, I don't know. It's just weird.
And I don't know, would we if we had, got 50,000 views, which would be a high view thing for us on TikTok, let's say right now, and all of a sudden now somebody wants us to take it down. I don't know what I would do, but if I was in a situation
I think
where
50,000 maybe
5 million views and you already saw a bunch of meme pages already posting it within that 24 hours and you're not getting any credit, it's like,
I would say it to them. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take it down, sure. But guess what? It's not going to get rid of all the posts online about you. Like, I can't do anything about that. Like, what difference is it going to make if I take it down? None.
So now that's crazy. She's going around just talking crap about Tim and Dee. I think that's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, like she's been on so many podcasts.
Show a little bit of respect, whatever.
So, because of this whole famous thing, obviously people have been getting her on podcasts. She's been getting more like opportunities to talk with other people. And anytime people ask her about the situation, she just paints them in a very negative light. And she like makes it out to be like she's a victim and she's kind of getting screwed by these guys. And it's like, how is that even possible if you're making this much off this? So it just comes off very disingenuous and very like it's just very like, I don't know, it's shady. It's shady. And it goes into kind of the practice that she's running right now. But it's just, I don't know, it's just very disingenuous.
I think that all of her moves that she's doing are relatively calculated. There's people behind her that are saying, hey, in this podcast, if these are the questions you might be asked, or they probably already discuss it. Hey, this is how you should answer it. Don't say anything good about them. I consider her definitely just a puppet of whatever her surroundings are saying. Why else would you sign with the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul, when you know the history of them is not exactly the most positive? If she genuinely cared about public image,
but I think she could have even signed for a bag, right? Like that's the thing. Like she honestly could have just signed for a bag. That's all could it be.
No, still.
At the end of the day, like
she could have got signed by someone else. She was trying to do like, hey guys, I'm gonna go like feed the homeless. I don't know if she did stuff like really nice stuff for the first bit, and she's like, hey guys, no, I'm not gonna start an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I even remember like there's a very cringe clip of her. Like I think it was a Zach Bryan concert or something. She went on stage and she said it, and like you're gonna tell
everyone's
the crowd just like fuck,
like get off,
dude. Everyone's like, it wasn't the vibe.
It's so but like
again, it seemed like she was trying too hard, and it was like you're really like latching onto that one thing that made you famous, and it just like she's still going along with that. You know, like the whole podcast named after the same thing, her dating sites named after the same thing. It's like if you really wanted to use that, you can use it, but use it in a way where it's not like that's my thing. Like that's my thing. Like try being different with it. Like if you wanted to get famous off the stuff, use it, but do something different where you're not even like addressing that all the time. But that's all she addresses.
She doesn't have anything else to hang on to. Like,
but it's like she probably has an interesting life. Everyone has something interesting in their life they can talk about, right? So it's like, do that, man. Like, why are you like wasting your time just stuck onto this one thing?
Well, she did decide to do something different. She decided to make a meme coin,
it's not
which
really
is really
different.
a scam coin. No,
we
it's
did talk about it in a different podcast. I don't know when we'll release it, but it just every creator seems to go down this path of let me start this, and then guess what? To top it off, I'm gonna do a cryptocurrency or NFT or whatever, and then just ruin everything with their whole like.
Yeah, ironically, we were just talking about this, so we're gonna release this first. We'll release our other thoughts on the other content creators that do this. So what happened? So she goes and tells her audience, "Hey guys, my crypto coin is going live." She made a video about it too.
My Hawk meme coin is live.
It's going live.
Yeah, like she was all fired up for it,
and starts telling everyone, whatever. Look, let's just say it like it is. If you are someone that has some money available to you that you can spend, or you have credit available that you can use from a credit card balance or who knows what, and you're going to take that money and you're going to spend any portion of it, small or large, and spend it on a Hawk Tuah crypto coin, it's hard for me to have sympathy for you.
Oh my God.
It's hard for me to have sympathy
Just
for you.
saying that sentence out loud is outrageous. Like saying that sentence out loud, like after a week after you saw that original video, could you imagine? Hey man, I'm buying the Hawk Tuah coin. You should really get in on it.
Bro, so people bought the coin.
A lot of people too. And it's not even like, maybe like $5-10. Decent chunks of money.
I am worried what the age of the people were. I'm worried what their knowledge on finances were. However, they made it pretty clear. If you can watch the CoffeeZilla video, which we'll also link in the description.
Yeah.
CoffeeZilla, shout out to him, the original YouTube investigator for sure over the years that I've seen. And now it's like a thing. Everyone's exposing everyone this year. Like, he's the right guy to be exposed because he's been doing it before. It was cool.
Yeah.
And he get hit with lawsuits all the time. Also, shout out to Always Marco because we've talked about him before.
Yeah,
Same crew.
he's also
same
yeah.
crew. MLMs. Anyways, people bought the coin, and then now there is suddenly there's news that breaks out. Whenever a cryptocurrency coin is released, the value of it is determined oftentimes by how many of them are going to be available. And that's the classic supply and demand equation. You know, how many people want it? If more people want it than there is available, it'll be worth more money.
Yeah.
If there's too much supply and very little people want it, that'll drive the price down to nothing. That's the equation for any type of online, any type of product, stock, investment, or product you buy. It turns out that 96% of the token supply was controlled by the team themselves, which it means Haliey, the Talk Tuah girl, and all of them, right? But she had told everyone the team hadn't sold a single token. So they're like, yeah, we have majority of them. We're only releasing a tiny little bit for anyone else to buy. But we have not sold any of them. They also denied that they were like given any for free. So that 96% that's sitting in it is like, 96% that they were claimed that they had bought into it and it wasn't given to them for free.
Yeah.
They also justified crazy amount of fees for the people that actually buy.
Yeah.
They did high fees to the point where it accumulated up towards over $1 million of just fees.
Jeez.
Just fees that were paid by the cryptocurrency buyers. So when you go to buy, just like when you go to buy a Ticketmaster ticket for a Taylor Swift concert,
ticket fees,
there's the fee. In this case, they are controlling it. They're the ones come here to buy it. We're going to sell it to you, and there's fees, right? So it says here the tokens were pre-sold for $16.69 million valuation. So 6.9, I guess. Haha. It was released.
I don't know if that's intentional.
No. It is because the release time of the coin was 4:20 p.m.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Maybe think it's like Elon Dogecoin 420. Like, anyways, pre-sale investors immediately dumped 3.3 million worth of tokens on launch. Essentially, regardless of the value, people that bought the coin, suddenly the price of the coin started to go up. 15% trading fee was introduced.
Jesus, 15%.
In reality, it generated $2 million in fees for the project within 24 hours. They made $2 million in fees, nothing to do with the pump and dump selling off crypto. A sniper trade made $13 million, but the team profited handsomely from the fees. So, they were wondering, like, what's going on here, right? Haliey was marketed as the face of the whole coin. She had her own locked tokens that she claimed for 12 months. And I guess she was just saying like that these are going to be like special. It's going to be like a different strategy than everyone else. Evidence suggests that Welch was paid $125,000 upfront by the company to manage the marketing, token launch, and development.
That's crazy.
So she was just paid just to start being like, hey guys.
Yeah, I'm starting a coin.
Has no idea. She's like, $125K.
Yeah.
I guess to your point, let's go. Give me the money. I'll do it. So yeah, whatever. The point is they were using her as a marketing tool.
To just start their own coin.
But to target people that have no idea about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well,
it's a cash
heard
grab.
about, it's like, oh, I'm going to do it. Right. They were pitched about like the exclusivity and like how good it's going to be. CoffeeZilla joined a launch call on X. Gotta shout out X for their spaces. It's kind of a cool thing. Maybe we should do some spaces one day.
Yeah.
Talk about some of these things. Just be like what people have to say.
Yeah.
Because if you comment on anything, we will reply. We pretty much reply to every comment right now.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be funny. But anyways, CoffeeZilla joins the their thing. They let him talk. He's like, hey, what's going on with the fees? What's going on? You guys are scamming people. Haley's like, why are you here? Why do you care? Like, just so dumb. In the middle of it, she's like, hey guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Millions of dollars have been like technically lost
by people.
Yeah, at minimum. And she's like, hey guys, I'm tired. Have a good night. Like, yeah.
And she still stayed in the call though.
Oh, did she?
She was still in the call.
It's even
but
weirder.
She just stopped talking.
I guess maybe, I don't know. They didn't answer any of the questions. They kept telling him that there's so many. He's like, do you think it's just easy to make a cryptocurrency overnight? Do you think that it takes? It's like the same tactics as the MLM shit too, right?
It's like putting the blame on them.
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, like, dude. He's like, okay, so even if it costs lots of money, it probably didn't cost $1 million of investment at that point, considering, whatever. They already made $1 million. He's like, okay, even if you were going to recoup some of that cost, you would have a long-term plan on recouping that cost over like 12 months or 3 years or 5 years, where it's like, okay, we'll make that money back within a year and then we'll see whatever. They made like $1 million
in 24 hours.
Potentially pure profit is what he's claiming, or a majority of it profit within 24 hours. Give me a break, right? So millions of dollars. So people have lost millions of dollars at the hands of this cryptocurrency campaign. We've said it before in previous episodes. We will say it again in future episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't believe everything you see online.
And don't take financial advice from a content creator, man.
That says Hawk Tuah.
Yeah.
Hawk Tuah. First of all, what was your point earlier? Like, it's not even Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, it's not even Hawk Tuah. It's Hawk Tuah. She says Hawk Tuah. She didn't even say Tuah. I don't know where Tuah became a thing. That's one thing I noticed instantly when the meme happened. I'm like, why does everyone keep saying Tuah? It's not Tuah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But it's like all of a sudden Joe Rogan's talking about it. The top news anchors are talking about it. It's like everywhere, right? Don't believe what don't. Yeah. I think a little bit of that is you had like Cardi B trying to read a teleprompter for the Kamala Harris campaign.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff doesn't make you look good. Having a celebrity that comes in and speaks their honest mind may be more inspiring, but when they're reading off a teleprompter, seems it comes across as a little bit disingenuous. I'm talking about Cardi B here specifically because like that was just cringe. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
It was like 1 minute and 30 seconds of the prompter not working, and then when it started working, it glitched again. So she started, and then she's like, hold on.
She pulled her phone.
No, it didn't work in the end. They had to do it. The lady brought a phone, and she's got her huge long nails. She's like trying to scroll.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the funniest thing ever. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, these kind of things are not working in some cases, and still people are falling for it. So yeah, it says in here that like everything was to normies, like average Joes that have no idea. That was literally their written down strategy. Target someone that doesn't know about. Yeah. Dude, this is the same thing about the MLM things, bro. Target someone that's like target the vulnerable.
Yeah. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
It was marketed as a community for the fans of Hawk Tuah as well. So maybe you have exclusive access
it's similar to like kind of like what we talked about on the other pod that we released. So like they sell you on these things like, oh, you'll get these exclusive things, exclusive content, or you'll maybe like get to meet her one day. So they do stuff like that to kind of sell you on it. So, which is why probably if someone is really a fan of her genuinely, like probably put your money into it. Fuck it, right?
It says they spent 6 to 7 months planning this. Hawk Tuah came out less than 6 to 7 months ago. It was June. It's December.
Makes no sense.
Jokes, dude.
Makes no sense.
I mean, the guy was, they didn't know what they were talking about. Misleading statements. Essentially, in a nutshell, they're saying that the coin's going to be fine.
Yeah, everything's going to work out.
Haliey, Hawk Tuah girl, she didn't know anything about it. It's the same thing as Mr. Beast that we talked about, basically. Yeah. Oh, I had no idea. Give me a break,
knew.
man. Come
But it's
on.
like they play dumb on
and
purpose.
you can't do that. This is finances, bro.
But they
you
play-
can't. You can't talk about. You can't. Count anything as financial advice. You have to legally. You get sued.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you have to say that.
You have to say all these things, whatever.
Yeah, but then they do it.
This is okay. Like this is apparently okay. It's like unacceptable, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Hawk Tuah situation. This like my thought on this is industry plan in a different way. Algorithm pumped it out. Everyone decided, hey, this is what needs to be talked about. She got famous over all this. I think that Tim and Dee deserve significantly more credit. Those guys are actually just like look like genuine cool guys. Actually watching them, you're just like, you can just tell they're like, bruh. Like after they're getting shit on by a Hawk Tuah girl, they're just sitting there. They look at each other like they're like sad, right? They're like, bro, we're just like normal guys. Like we're just homies. Like we just want to make content.
Yeah.
Why are you shitting on us, right? I think that this type of behavior should be shunned. It should be, people get canceled all the time for so many other things, but they don't get canceled for having a crypto scam. Do you find that interesting or what?
Or even scams in general. Like not even just crypto stuff. Like a lot of scams.
MLMs, whatever.
No, not even MLMs. Like I'm saying, like content creators, whenever they do these like exclusive things, and like usually there's something wrong with them. Like I don't know if there's many like exclusive things that content creators do that work out, and the fans get what they want, right? But yeah, I just don't know why a lot of these content creators don't just get canceled right there. People still follow them.
But you know what? We've been reading your comments. We want to build a community for you guys.
Which is why we're starting our own cryptocurrency right now. We're doing it. I think it's time.
Yeah.
You know what? Like we can't hoard all this wealth we're getting from this podcast.
No, it's not right. It's greedy.
It's greedy. It's greedy. So I want to.
In our culture, we were brought up to be giving people.
Yeah, so we're starting our own coin.
And being from an immigrant family, ding, you got the immigration. It's like being from.
Yeah, they just use buzzwords.
You haven't had any money. Have you been paycheck to paycheck? Ding.
Paycheck to paycheck. Who doesn't want more money? Free money.
Oh, it's passive. It's passive.
It's free money.
You have to just buy it once, hold it.
Buy it once, hold a Limelight coin. I swear to God.
And we're not. And also, I want to also make something really clear. And this is now disclaimer. I am not giving financial advice. I do believe in cryptocurrency from like when you look at it from a Bitcoin, Ethereum perspective. When you look at social media, there are like millions of social media platforms that tried to pop off over the last 20 years. Google tried to make their own social media platform, right? Like everyone's tried. Facebook is Facebook. They're doing their thing. Apple is Apple. And like, yes, there have been like sort of copies, but like 95% of them die off. So you have to understand there isn't going to be millions of cryptocurrencies. It's going to be like, the world that we see today. There will be some big players. Bitcoin just hit 100K USD, I believe it was, which is just like mind boggling because people were like, oh my God, watch it at 10K. Then it was like, watch it hit 50K. Then it hit 100K now. It's going to continuously potentially go up if things go the way that I expect them to. This is not financial advice. Do not follow any of my advice. Do your own research on this item. However, if I see Hawk Tuah talking about cryptocurrency, I'm sorry. Yeah. You also have to understand your risk tolerance too.
Yeah.
You have to understand when I put some money into cryptocurrency, which is again, I did Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you make your own decision. I was fully aware that this money is like the tap running and going straight down the drain, and I'm never going to see that again. I am ready to take on that risk. This was like 3 years ago at the height of the price of cryptocurrency, which I talk about in another episode. But the point is, I was fully aware that money could be gone. Okay? If you are going to buy any type of cryptocurrency coin, stock, anything that you're thinking will appreciate in value, it could be real estate. You decide that, the market's down, interest rates are high, I'm going to buy a house today because it's going to benefit me later. Your risk is much lower when you buy real estate property, again, given the government doesn't screw you over completely, which they have shown they have the ability to do that in lots of countries, not just Canada. However, if you're buying anything and you're spending money of your own into anything, assume the risk, understand the risk, learn about your risk tolerance. cryptocurrency websites now in Canada that run have a like 20-page or 20-question questionnaire that make you go, how worried would you be if you lost all your money today that are in this account? How much money are you willing to lose over the next 6 months? It actually does all that. And then it takes that data. I don't know if it will reject me from buying cryptocurrency on their website, but it will basically be like, give you more explanation. Hey, did you know that you can be really you can lead to financial loss using cryptocurrency, buying it, whatever, right? Government obviously doesn't want cryptocurrency to do well too, so they want to scare you. But also, again, assume whatever money. You think that investments I've made, that all of them are doing well? No. Like there was something I made an investment in last year that was like for an investment broker. I gave them some amount of money that I was like, fuck it. I think I see it's working for them right now, and I can see like they know what they're doing. Screw it. It was a gamble. I put the money in. I've lost over 50% of that right now. If I didn't do that and I put it into any other investment or kept it in the original investment, which I had it in, which is Tesla stocks, is another one, which again, make your own financial decision. Here you are, Raj, giving you guys finance advice after talking about Hawk Tuah. Hey, don't take my advice. Yeah.
Not financial.
Yeah.
Advice.
Okay. Or giving you guys my, my non-financial advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen to whatever I said. I'm an idiot. Go talk to someone else. But this is
Talk to a lawyer, maybe.
Talk to a.
Yeah, talk to a lawyer.
What do you guys think? What did you guys think about when the Talk to a Girl came out? Like that meme came out. Do you think it was super funny? Did you share it with everyone that you knew? How do you feel about how she's doing the boys dirty? Tim and Dee TV. How do you feel about that? Have you watched that video?
Dirty, I guess.
Are you someone that bought the cryptocurrency coin? Hey, we would love to talk to you. Seriously.
Yeah, honestly, I want to know more. What made you want to buy it?
What made you want to buy it? Hey, we're not trying to troll you here, but, and again, we're not trying to victim blame either. I think that's what they say. I saw in some videos, they're like, hey, we're not trying to victim blame here. Yes, it's still crappy getting coerced. And like you said, everyone's been scammed one way or another, and we all make poor judgment calls.
Maybe Talk Tuah was scammed too. Maybe she was. Maybe she thought this coin was going to actually be proper. Like, you said, like, she signed for
I believe that. No, I believe that she's being...
That's why we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she got screwed.
But, one thing we didn't mention, she's now reaching out to Tim and Dee being like, hey, I want to do a podcast with you. Did you know that?
Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that.
She's asking them, hey, do you want to do a podcast? They're like, bro.
Is she trying to fix her image now?
I don't know, but she's like, hey, let's do a podcast together. I think she's losing views. What's a cool way to bring it up? Oh, the original people.
That too, but also maybe she's trying to fix her image. She's coming off as ungrateful and disingenuous, right?
Well, no, everyone's talking about the scam coin right now. It's almost like it's a cover up for the other story. So
yeah.
I don't know. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Limelight. Anything else you want to say?
Do your research, guys. Do your research.
Do your research. Everything I shared with you is not financial advice.
Yeah.
However, I will be selling a course. It's 99.97% off.
I'm selling a coin. He's selling an NFT. I'm selling an MLM program. MLM program, not pyramid scheme.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. It means so much to us. We reply to every comment. We hug for every single time that we get a subscriber. No, I'm joking. I don't want to lie.
Share this with every single person you sent the Talk Tuah or Hawk Tuah video to.
A person who thinks all the time.
This video should blow the fuck up then.
Yeah. No, but go support Tim and Dee TV. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you guys next week.
See ya.